Welcome to the Online Digital Marketing Podcast. We'll be discussing marketing strategies, trends, and tips that will help your business succeed in the digital age. Every episode, we'll be interviewing industry professionals and providing valuable insights on how to leverage digital tools for maximum engagement and ROI. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date on the latest trends in online marketing.
All right, so you're back with us for another deep dive, and today we're really getting into something that I think you as a digital marketing agency pro are going to find super valuable.
I think so too, yeah.
We're talking all about prompt engineering, specifically with things like ChatGPT. Now, we've been looking at a lot of different resources, but one that I think is particularly insightful is Russell Grant's book, Prompt Engineering and ChatGPT.
It's a good one.
Have you had a chance to take a look at that?
I have, yeah. It's a really good primer on the topic for anyone in marketing especially.
Yeah, and what's so interesting to me about it is that he really gets into the nitty-gritty of how you can actually use these tools to get better results.
Right. He's not just talking about the theory of it.
Exactly.
He's giving you actual practical examples.
And I think that's what we really want to focus on in this deep dive.
For sure.
You know, how can you, listening to this as a digital marketing agency owner or professional, really use these tools to deliver better results for your clients, to save time, to scale your business?
Absolutely. And ultimately just to kind of stand out in the marketplace.
Right. To get that competitive edge, because that's what it's all about, right?
Exactly.
So that's really the core question we're trying to answer today. How can mastering prompt engineering with tools like ChatGPT really give you that tangible competitive advantage and help you get those great results that your clients are looking for?
Makes sense.
So let's start with the basics.
Okay.
What is prompt engineering really?
Okay. So in the simplest terms, prompt engineering is about giving really specific and well-structured instructions to these AI tools like ChatGPT.
Right, so it's not just throwing anything at it.
No, it's not just like write me a blog post. You have to be much more specific.
Yeah, you've got to give it like a detailed roadmap.
You got it.
So it knows exactly what you're looking for.
And the better your prompt is, the better the output you're going to get from the AI.
And that's really the key, isn't it? Because we're talking about, applying this to all sorts of everyday marketing tasks.
Yeah.
Like think about brainstorming ad copy, coming up with blog post ideas.
Absolutely.
Creating social media content calendars, even doing market research.
All of that.
All of that can be enhanced
Definitely.
with effective prompt engineering.
Absolutely.
So let's get into some specifics now. How can agencies actually put this into practice? Let's start with content creation.
Okay. Good place to start.
Yeah. I mean, content is king, right?
It is, yeah.
So how can ChatGPT help agencies create better content faster?
Well, one thing that Grant really emphasizes in his book is the importance of writing really detailed prompts for content creation.
Okay, so what does that look like?
So, for example, instead of just saying, write me a blog post about pet nutrition, you might say something like, write a 600-word blog post for millennial cat owners living in cities.
Right.
Focus on the benefits of high-protein dry food versus wet food.
Okay.
Emphasize convenience and long-term health benefits.
Right.
And make sure to include these keywords.
Wow. That's a much more specific prompt.
Right.
Yeah. And that's going to give you a much better result.
Absolutely. Because you're giving the AI all the information it needs to create something that's actually valuable.
Right. Not just generic fluff.
Not just something you can find anywhere on the internet.
Exactly. So it's all about being super specific with your prompts.
Totally.
Now, what about SEO?
Yeah, that's another big one.
I mean, every agency is dealing with SEO in some way.
Absolutely.
So how can ChatGPT be used for SEO strategy?
Well, there are actually quite a few ways.
Okay, tell me more.
One is keyword research.
Oh, yeah.
You can use ChatGPT to find related keywords, long-tail variations, even analyze your competitors.
Wow, that's cool. I never thought about using it for competitor research.
Yeah, it can be really helpful for that.
So you can see what keywords they're ranking for and then...
Exactly. And then use that information to inform your own strategy.
That's brilliant.
And then another thing is meta descriptions.
Oh, yeah. Those are always a pain to write.
Right.
Yeah. So time-consuming.
But with ChatGPT, you can just give it a prompt with the main keyword and a brief summary of the page, and it will generate a bunch of options for you.
And then you can just tweak them.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Exactly.
That's so much easier than starting from scratch.
Way easier.
And then what about actually creating SEO-friendly content.
Oh, yeah, you can use ChatGPT for that too.
Really?
Yeah, you can give it a prompt with your target keywords, and it will generate an outline.
Oh, wow, an outline.
Yeah, with headings, subheadings, all based on what people are actually searching for.
So it's like having an AI content strategist.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's amazing.
So it's really a powerful tool for SEO.
It sounds like it. Okay, let's move on to social media.
Okay.
Now, social media is all about staying relevant and engaging.
And consistent posting all the time.
So how can agencies use ChatGPT to manage their social media more effectively?
Well, one of the most helpful things is that you can tailor your prompts to specific platforms.
So like different prompts for Instagram versus Twitter?
Exactly, because each platform has its own unique style and audience.
Right.
So you want your content to be tailored to that.
So how would you actually do that?
Okay, so let's say you're promoting a new line of organic skincare products.
Okay.
Your prompt for Instagram might be something like, generate 3 Instagram captions promoting our new organic skincare line.
Okay.
Target environmentally conscious women between 25 and 40.
Right.
Use a warm, informative, and slightly aspirational tone of voice.
Okay.
And include relevant hashtags like organic skincare, sustainable beauty, and eco-friendly.
Wow, that's a very detailed prompt.
Yeah, but that level of detail is what's going to get you the best results.
Because you're giving the AI all the information it needs to create something that's actually going to resonate with your target audience.
Exactly, and it will save you a ton of time too.
Because you don't have to come up with all those captions yourself.
Exactly, you could just use the ones that ChatGPT generates, or at least use them as a starting point.
Right, so it's like having an AI social media assistant.
Very much.
That's pretty cool. Okay, let's talk about ad copywriting now.
Yeah.
This is where agencies can really make a difference for their clients.
Yeah, because ad copy can make or break a campaign.
So how can prompt engineering help agencies write more effective ads?
Well, the key here is to really understand your client's unique selling proposition.
Their USP?
Exactly, their USP and their target audience.
Okay.
And then you can use that information to craft prompts that will generate high-converting ad copy.
So give me an example.
Okay, so let's say you're working with a local coffee shop that specializes in fair trade single-origin beans.
Okay.
Your prompt might be something like this.
Okay.
Write 5 Google Ads headlines and descriptions for a coffee shop that specializes in fair trade single-origin beans and offers a unique pour-over brewing experience.
Right.
Target coffee enthusiasts between the ages of 30 and 55 who live within a 3-mile radius.
Okay.
Highlight their commitment to ethical sourcing and artisanal brewing methods.
Wow, that's really specific.
And that's what you need to get good results.
So you're basically telling ChatGPT exactly what you want it to focus on.
Right, and the AI will take care of the rest.
And that can save agencies a lot of time and money.
Absolutely, because writing effective ad copy can be really time-consuming.
Especially if you're having to test different variations.
Yeah.
So ChatGPT can really speed up that process.
For sure.
Okay, let's move on to client reporting.
Yeah.
Now, reporting is something that every agency has to do.
Yeah, it's a necessary evil.
But it can be really time-consuming.
It can be.
So how can ChatGPT help agencies streamline their reporting process?
Well, you can use it to summarize campaign performance data.
Okay.
And extract key metrics.
So you can just feed it the data.
Right, and then give it a prompt like, summarize the key performance metrics of this email campaign.
Okay.
Highlight the 3 most successful email variations in terms of open and click-through rates. And provide 3 actionable insights for the client regarding audience engagement with different subject lines and content formats.
Wow, so it's like having an AI data analyst.
Yeah, it can really take a lot of the heavy lifting out of reporting.
And that frees up your team to focus on more strategic tasks.
Exactly, like interpreting the data and coming up with recommendations for future campaigns.
Right, so it's not about replacing humans.
Right.
It's about augmenting their capabilities.
Exactly.
And making them more efficient.
Absolutely.
So we've talked about a lot of different applications here.
Yeah, we have.
But let's zoom out a little bit.
Okay.
How does all of this really enable agencies to scale their services?
Well, I think the biggest thing is automation.
Okay.
By using ChatGPT to automate a lot of the repetitive tasks.
Right.
Like content creation, SEO, social media, even reporting.
Yeah.
You're freeing up your team to focus on the more strategic work.
The high-level stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, it really moves the needle.
Yeah, and that allows you to take on more clients.
Right.
Offer more services.
Grow your business.
Exactly.
And ultimately make more money.
Bottom line.
So it's not just about doing things faster.
Yeah.
It's about doing more things.
Right.
And doing them better.
And offering higher value services.
Right, because you can now offer things like faster turnaround times.
Absolutely.
More comprehensive content packages.
Yeah.
Things that you wouldn't be able to do before.
Because you didn't have the time or the resources.
Exactly.
So AI is really a game changer for agencies.
It really is. So to sum it all up, what are the key takeaways for our listeners today?
So I think the biggest takeaway is that prompt engineering is no longer just a nice-to-have skill.
Right. It's essential.
It's becoming essential for anyone in digital marketing.
And it's something that agencies can start using right now.
Absolutely. There's so many practical applications.
And it can really help them improve their services.
Definitely.
Save time.
Yeah.
Scale their business.
For sure.
And ultimately get better results for their clients.
The ultimate goal.
So what's the one thing that our listeners should do after listening to this episode?
Start experimenting.
Yeah, just dive in.
Don't be afraid to try different things.
Play around with ChatGPT.
Exactly. See what works for you.
And then refine your prompts as you go.
Yeah, practice makes perfect.
So as AI continues to evolve, how will your agency adapt?
That's the question.
Will you embrace these new tools?
Yeah.
Will you use them to elevate your services?
Or will you get left behind?
That's something to think about.
Food for thought.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
And we'll see you next time. See you later.
Ready to take your online business to the next level? Subscribe to our digital marketing podcast and then join our Accountability for Success Mastermind. With expert advice from industry leaders, you'll gain knowledge and insights that will help you succeed in today's digital marketing world. From social media strategies to search engine optimization, we have all the tools you need. Learn from successful entrepreneurs and take control of your online success. Join the Accountability for Success Mastermind now at bit.ly/AFSM podcast.